Thanks for stopping by today to attend our video training on how to get 5 listings in 5 days. And the goal of our training today is to learn how to get any listing you want, anytime you want, and pack your pipeline with closings. Most importantly, folks, for those of us in the commission world, never worry about having enough buyers and sellers again. So our video training will be about 30 to 35 minutes long, but I guarantee if you stay with us, and you start to implement this system and these strategies, you're going to take and change your life both business-wise and financially. So with that said, let's get started. A critical fact that we have to accept in the real estate business, folks, is that according to NAR, okay, it's the people we're paying dues to now, according to NAR, 100% of home shoppers are searching the internet to find homes and realtors to work with, okay? So here's the critical fact. It's no longer a nicety to maybe get found on the internet or maybe to have a website that you just can say, well, I have a website. You have to be found online. That's where all the buyers are, folks. And if you don't get found online, you're completely out of business. And all you're really doing then is fighting for the scraps that all the other agents who know how to get online are leaving you. And I don't think that's a good way to take and run our business. Do you? So here's another fact, again, from Realtor Magazine. Real estate searches are up 253% over the past 4 years, okay? So I'm giving you this information because we just have to accept the fact that if we're not being found online, we're out of business. It's that simple. Now, let me give you full disclosure. Matt is not one of our clients. I seen this in Realtor Magazine last, I think June, July, whatever it was. Matt's one of the 30 under 30 folks. And I'm going to read you a little bit of what he said. He said, hey, when I Googled Chicago real estate, some questions came up on real estate sites, and I thought, why not create a profile and answer them? The more frequently I answered questions, the more my name and picture appeared on web pages. Without even leaving my house, I fell into an amazing form of free advertising, and even better, it worked. Now, further down in the article, he said, hey, my main marketing strategy was to become impossible to miss online in the downtown markets that I work in. I've tried to own 40% of the zip codes I work in. I like to think if you're searching for a property in my markets, you won't be able to miss me. Now, his projected closings for 2013 were $42 million at the time. Now, the reason I bring this up is because here's a guy who figured it out and said, listen, I've got to be online and I've got to dominate. His goal was to own 40% of the zip codes. Let me tell you what we think is domination. This is one of the agents we work with down in Southeast Florida. Do you think that anybody could possibly miss this guy when searching for a home down there? He has over 50 different search terms where he has 5 or more of the 10 videos or the 10 rankings on the first page of Google. And folks, remember this number. 92% of all people that search online only look at the first page. This guy's impossible to miss. Don't you agree? Now, getting found online can be next to impossible or very, very expensive unless you know how to play the Google game. And so what we did, we've developed a simple system that allows you to dominate Google fast. Okay? So let's talk about that. Here's a quick quiz for you. If this was a search page that comes up, which search result do you think gets the first and the most clicks? Well, according to Google, 87% of all search terms that have a thumbnail, and a thumbnail is simply the little video arrow there, 87% of those listings get the first and the most clicks. So the question is, how do we profit from that? Now, according to Forrester Research, which is a leading online research firm, video is 53 times more likely to be ranked on the first page of Google. Now, folks, that's not 53%. That's 53 times more likely to be ranked on the first page of Google. So this, we've heard about video for a long time, but we really not implemented anywhere near as effectively as we could. So here's a quick question for you. What would happen to your business if every time a buyer or seller searched Google, no matter what search term they entered, your video would be on the first page? Now, I didn't say that'll take, a day or a week. What if it took 3 to 6 months to accomplish that? I think we could agree your business would be entirely different, right? So let's just look at this agent and say, here's the question for you. A, wouldn't it be great if you were this agent? And two, if you were in their market, how in the world would you compete against this agent? And I'm going to show you how we use the power of this type of information in listing presentations today and give you an idea how impossible it would be to compete with this kind of agent. Our goal, if you're watching this, is to have this become you in the next 3 to 6 months. Now, everybody wants to make Google much harder than what it is. Now, Google even will tell you, if you do some research on their pages, that they're taking and delivering search results based on conversations that people are having with Google. So let's think of it this way. A potential buyer sits down on their couch, their chair, and what they're really doing is they're having a conversation with Google. So these would be typical real estate conversations in my area. Gosh, I'm looking for a 3-bedroom home for sale in 85051. Could you see yourself typing that into Google like that? So it's a real common way to search for terms. Well, here's what happened. We were able to take and get this video on the first page of Google for that search term in 3 minutes. 3 minutes, folks. And remember, 87% of the clicks on this page will go to that video and that agent. Now, here's another search term. I'm looking for a house for sale in 85051 with 3 bedrooms. Almost the same search term, but guess what? A little bit different verbiage. I need to be able to rank for all assortment of possible search terms because I don't know what people will punch in, right? So a little bit of variation on this one. This one took us a lot longer. It took us twice as long to get on the first page of Google. It took us 6 minutes. And folks, don't forget, 87% of the clicks go into that shot on Google. I'm looking for a house for sale in 85051 with 3 bedrooms. This one took us a lot longer. It took 2 hours and 3 hours. But guess what, folks? We have 2 of the 10 listings on the first page of Google with 87% of the people clicking on that. I'm looking for a 3-bedroom house for sale in North Scottsdale. Now, a much more competitive keyword because North Scottsdale is our area where the average home price is about $550,000, $600,000. So very competitive search term. This one took 2 hours to get on the first page. 87%. Wouldn't you love to get 87% of the clicks on this page when the average sales price is about $550,000? I know I can't get your answer, but I think we could agree most people would be happy with that. Now, here's another one. I'm looking for a North Scottsdale 3-bedroom home for sale. 2 hours again, 87% of the clicks going to this agent. Now, I think, even though I can't ask you that question because you're watching this and it's recorded, obviously, if your business could easily dominate Google like this for hundreds or even thousands of search terms, you'd never have to worry about finding clients ever again. Am I right? Imagine what it would be like to stop worrying about money, closings, whether they get delayed, how I'm going to pay my bills because my income goes up and down. Imagine alleviating that stress and anxiety that most realtors have on a monthly basis. That's what we're trying to help you do. Now, here's some more data from NAR and Google. This is the 2012 joint digital house hunt study that both of those people did, or both of those companies did. Here's something that really shocked me. 86% of the people actually wanted to use video to find information about a specific community versus 70% who wanted to take a virtual tour. I think if most of us watching this video before you've seen those numbers would have definitely said people want to take virtual tours more. So guess what, folks? There's an opportunity to create videos about your community. And we're going to talk about how easy it is to do that. Then you can certainly do the virtual tours. Those are important. Here's another number that jumped out at me. 30% of the people wanted to watch customer testimonials, and 25% wanted to watch a video so they could decide which company or agent to purchase from. 1/4 of the buyers, folks, are looking for videos to decide who to hire. If that doesn't tell you the importance of video, I'm not quite sure what does. Now, where do they take and find these videos? Well, I don't think it's any shock. 51% of the people look on YouTube. But here's a number that surprised me. 41% of the people actually are looking on your brokerage websites for those same videos. Here's a question for you. A, do you have videos? B, do you have them posted on your website? Now, a couple other interesting numbers. 24% of all new home shoppers will make a decision to take and reach out and talk to a realtor the first day that they go out and shop. 78% of new home shoppers visit 3+ sites prior to taking action on a real estate site. So they're not out shopping all over the internet, which tells us it's vitally important to be found on all different types of search terms, or for all different types of search terms. And if you do, 24% of them will make a decision that day to reach out and talk to you. That's how important it is, folks. Now, finding an agent and agent-related searches on YouTube grew 46% year over year. That's a huge number, folks. So here's the thing. With all the benefits of video in our business, why aren't most realtors using it? That's the important question. Well, in our experience, there's 10 reasons that realtors avoid using video. And I'm going to run through them real quick. Well, number one is I hate how I look and sound on camera. Number two, I don't know what kind of video to produce or what to say. 3, I don't have time. Now, when we're done today, folks, I'm going to show you how you can make 50 videos, 50 complete unique videos in about 10 minutes from beginning to end. If you don't have time for that, something's really, really wrong. Number 4, I have no idea what equipment I need. Number 5, I can't afford the $500 to $2,000 for equipment and editing software. And my gosh, even if I knew or I could afford it, I have no idea how to edit a video. My own personal, headache was always I can never get the lighting right. The others, I'm not very good with technology. I don't have a website, or my website doesn't support video, or by gosh, it's just too much work. So those are the top 10 that we hear. When we did that, we said, hey, that presents an opportunity for us. So what we did is we eliminated 100% of these obstacles so that you could start to use video in your business to dominate Google, and we're going to show you how. We created a program called High-Tech Video Pro. It's the first 100% automated video building software that requires no video knowledge, no video camera, no editing, no expensive equipment, no lighting, and most importantly, you don't have to talk. And it can be used to get you on the first page of Google for dozens of keywords in less than an hour. Now, let me give you a caveat there, folks. When I say that you can get on the first page of Google for dozens of keywords in less than an hour, completely true. I showed you some of those. Now, if you're on very competitive keywords, like, for example, Phoenix real estate for sale or Orlando homes for sale, those are very, very competitive keywords, and Realtor.com and Zillow, they dominate those things. You are not getting on the first page of those search terms in less than an hour. And as we walk through how we use this to make money and take all the listings we want, I'll explain to you why it's important to get on there on the long tail keywords. But I don't want you to be misled or think that we're telling you you're going to be on the toughest keywords to dominate and you're going to be on that in a couple of minutes. That's not the case. There's some work that has to be done for the really, really tough ones. So here's all you need. Well, you either need some pictures, or you need an iPad to take some pictures, or you need a camera to take some pictures, or you could use your smartphone and the High-Tech Video Pro software. We're going to take and show you how to take and turn pictures into videos. So what I'm going to do is, instead of me walking you through a demonstration, we have about a 10-minute demo. Actually, it's 10 minutes and 3 seconds. Simply go to High-Tech Video Pro when we're done, scroll down to the Take a Tour, and watch that video. And we're going to show you how easy it is to make a video. So I don't need to go through it in this video training. We did that on the website. It's hightechvideopro.com. Go there, check it out, and you'll see how simple it is. So the important thing, and really what we're using this video training to do or to talk about, is how do we use Google domination to list more homes? And so we're going to talk about the high-tech expired FSBO listing system. All I'm going to really talk about right now are just expireds. The FSBOs work exactly the same. But before we do that, I want to do a little bit of math because I got to be honest with you, folks. We hear from agents all the time. It's like, oh, I had to go in and I had to learn, or I had to, I had to spend an hour to figure all that stuff out. Well, when we're done, I'm going to ask you a question. If it took you 15 hours to figure out how to dominate Google and be able to take and make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, would you invest the time? And so let's do some math and understand why this is so critical. Well, according to NAR, right, these are the people you're paying your dues to, 91% of all expireds end up listing with someone else. In 2012, only 9% of homes were sold by owner. So all those FSBOs that you see, guess what? Even in a tough market, or in a good market, I should say, these homes still aren't selling. And the average agent will close 66% of their listing appointments. So the key is get in the door. And 66% of those, the average agent will close. We're going to teach you how to be much better than the average agent. So here's what I'd like you to consider. If you'll spend about 3 hours a week and target 10 expireds and 5 FSBOs per week, and you could only convert 25% of them into appointments. And I'm going to walk you through what we say to people, and I think we'll agree that we could probably convert a lot more than 25%, but I want to be really, really conservative here. If you'll spend 3 hours a week, target 10 expireds, 5 FSBOs, you target 60 a month, you get 15 appointments, which means you're going to take about 10 listings, and let's say you only sell 50% of the listings for whatever reason. In today's market, it's certainly much more of a seller's market than a buyer's market. So let's be conservative, though, and say 50%. And again, depending on what market you're in, let's say that the average commission is only $4,500. If you're living in Southern California or New York, obviously the commissions are much higher. But let's be conservative. If you close 5 listings a month, you're making $22,000 a month. That's about $250,000 a year, folks. I have to believe most of us can get by on $250,000. So it does require work, it does require effort, and it does require a system. And so we're going to talk about that system right now. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take on an expired listings. We can go to Realtor.com. You can go into your MLS. You go to Homes.com. There's a whole myriad of ways to get pictures of the home. We're going to take 10 to 15 photos of the home. We're going to upload them to the hightechvideopro.com software. You're going to choose your music. You're going to enter the keywords. You're going to put your web domain in and a description of the house. You're going to select the number of videos to create. And you're going to hit generate. It's that simple. Now, you're going to upload your videos to your YouTube account. In reality, folks, you're really not going to do it. The software is going to do it for you. You're going to enter your username and password, and it'll upload it directly to YouTube for you. Then you're going to sit down, have a cup of coffee, relax for a couple hours, and then go back to Google and start checking for your ranking. So we showed this one. It was a #1 unpaid ranking in only 19 minutes. Now, why do we do it this way? Why would we create a video before we would ever call the expired? The reason for that is, folks, I now have proof. I have something concrete and substantive to give to this expired to let them see what I did for them, right? Let's remember, they're probably pretty disgruntled with the marketing that the last agent did on their home. So instead of me telling them what I'm going to do, I'm going to demonstrate for them. So check this out. Here's the expired listing script. Hey, this is Bob with Realty One Group. Folks, I know you're probably getting a barrage of calls from pesky realtors. So I took the liberty of getting your home listed on the first page of Google today for 5 different keywords just to show you the power of my marketing. And all I'm calling for is to see if you'd like me to email you the list of keywords or search terms that your home is ranking on the first page of Google so you can go check them out. Folks, what do you think the number of people are that say, no, I don't want to see that? You may get, well, why would you do that? That's a legitimate answer. And you just simply say at that point, well, folks, I noticed that your house expired. And usually the #1 reason a house expired is the marketing wasn't very good. And I wanted to prove to you what powerful marketing could do. Do you want me to email you that list? Folks, I won't tell you that nobody will ever say, no, don't send that to me. It will happen somewhere in there. But 98% of the people are going to say yes, right? So once they do that, say, great, let me just get your email address. I'm going to get the list out to you right away, right? And then you go, now, Mr. Seller, hey, the reason Google is so important is that 100% of home buyers today use the internet to search for homes. And in my experience, the number one reason a home doesn't sell is because it wasn't marketed properly. Do you think that was the reason your house didn't sell? Now, folks, you know, if you've been doing this for any length of time, the only reason in a seller's mind that a house doesn't sell is because the marketing was terrible. It doesn't matter if it was overpriced by 500%. Doesn't matter if it looks like it would qualify for an episode of the Hoarders. The number one reason in a seller's mind the house didn't sell is the realtor didn't do anything. The importance of us doing that video in advance is we already proved that we can market the home. So now I simply say, now, folks, you know I can only leave the Google listings up for a couple days because I don't have your home listed. Does that make sense? And they go, yeah, I got that. So before I start getting calls on your house, what I'd like to do, if it's okay, is stop by, show you how I use the internet, just like I did this morning to sell your home fast, by getting you massive online exposure. That way I can show the home if any buyers want to see it when they call me. Does that work for you? And they just go, great, I'm available these times. So what we've done, folks, is we've proven to them, and a lot of times what you'll get is they'll go, well, I'll go in front of my computer, send me that email, and let me look at them right now. Listen, I'll keep them on the phone and keep talking to them to do that. Now, with that kind of script and with that kind of proof, how likely is it going to be that you're going to get this kind of response? That somebody's going to be mad, or that they're going to take and blow you off, or they're just going to say no? What are the odds that that's going to happen, folks? I can tell you, we work with realtors all over the world, the U.S., Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and we have very few agents who report to us that people ever tell them no. Now, step 6, go and make your presentation and list the property. Does this thing really work? Let's be honest. Okay, it's one of our agents in North Carolina. Made 6 of these videos for an expired listing this morning. Here's some of the search terms. I called them about an hour ago for their email address, sent the search terms, just got a call back. They want to list with me on Friday. This was the first expired I ever contacted. Way cool. I did 2 FSBO videos today. I called one, did the script, and was asked, why'd you do that? Well, I explained to him that I'm helping him sell his home and keep the videos on Google. I need better pictures. He was very adamant that he was not listing, but he is willing to pay 3%. So I told him if he signed an agreement to let me market the house and was willing to pay me a 3% buyer's commission, I'll keep the videos up. Folks, isn't that another name for a pocket listing? So the main thing is I have an appointment with him tomorrow and will have my foot in the door if he does list. My second FSBO video they loved. They're even sending me 40 pictures tonight that are high resolution, and I'm meeting with them tomorrow as well. Our job is to get you in the door, and if we just leave the numbers as NAR gave them to us, folks, you're going to list 66% of those properties, right? Forget we think it'd be higher because you got some pretty cool stuff to show. But we wanted to give you some proof that this stuff really does work. Now, what kind of videos can you make with High-Tech Video Pro? Well, you can make property listings. You can do community highlights, right? 86% of people said they wanted information on a community. We could do foreclosure homes, HUD homes, open houses, new to the market, buyer tips, seller tips, FAQs, testimonials, business-to-business partners, new to the neighborhood. So there's really every kind of video that you could think of that would be beneficial would be able to make with High-Tech Video Pro. Now, again, we like to prove, does this thing really work? Hey, I uploaded 10 videos today. I'm on the first page of Google for 6 of the 10 keywords that I used. I've got several videos showing up on some searches like the one below. I have the top 4 spots. HTVP rocks. This one's from a lender. He goes, guys, I had a realtor refer to me who was moving to my market. She's breaking into the market working a model home for a builder. We've got her on page 1 of Google for 23 out of 28 search terms we went after. Now, folks, as a realtor, could you go and talk to a new home builder, right, especially as tight as inventory is, and start to create videos for some of those properties? Just don't put the subdivision name on them. The new realtor thinks I walk on water, and I just need to do the same thing with more realtors. Here's a young lady who created the same thing and created a flyer for herself that she uses to farm specific markets. This is what it looks like. Do you think it's effective for farming? Now, here's another agent. I had not checked for a few days and have the top 9 and to have the top 9 spots is just too much fun. This is what appears to be very typical results for us, and we've only posted about 30 videos. My partner used a similar success page at a listing appointment today, and the clients loved what they saw. So we're going to list their current home and sell them their new one, about $1.2 to $1.3 million in volume. Here's a gentleman who said, hey, I post about 10 high-tech video pro videos of every HUD home in my market. All 10 videos rank on page 1 of Google, most above homehudstore.com and governmentlisted.com, et cetera, et cetera. He just says, don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. Just do it. Understand it for what it is. Just in case you think, hey, do I find buyers from this? This person actually went to his HUD home page or his Facebook page where he directed them. And she goes, hey, I want to buy a home. Are they only for HUD? Here's another gentleman. Hey, I received, who's received new listings using the system? Share your success. I have 2 new buyers. Another gentleman from Southwest Florida. Hey guys, exciting news this morning. I just started getting the videos ranking, and I had a prospective buyer from New York text me at 8 a.m. this morning for more information regarding one of the homes in the videos. I know its main purpose may be to get listings, but now I can speak to the power of getting buyers through this method as well. Thanks again, Bob and Paul. Great product for a small investment. These all came from our Facebook mastermind group. Now, here's another quick idea before I wrap up. This is one of our agents in Michigan. We highly recommend doing what's called co-op marketing. Could you sell some advertising space to, let's see, a insurance broker, a mortgage company, a title company, a credit repair company, and put all the information on the property in the middle? That's what this agent does. Here's what he says. They had some conversation about what they could charge for, and he goes, hey, I'll have 12 vendors paying $500 a month to be placed on 200 videos per month, which means it's $600 a month. His motivation was to go out and lease a BMW. Here's how he paid for his BMW. Another idea that speaks to the power of video marketing. So I know we've gone through a lot of information, and the big question really is, how much does this thing cost, right? Well, folks, it's $69 a month to be able to make thousands of unique videos per month. If you wanted, you could make tens of thousands per month. You can make 50 unique videos at a time, and then you'd start all over again, but you can make as many videos as you want. To do that, you go to hightechvideopro.com. Make sure you spell it right, hightech, H-I-T-E-C-H, videopro.com. Now, we're going to give you a special offer for watching this. We're going to give you 100% full access to everything we have, the training, all of it. 100% access, nothing's restricted. You can go out and make 10,000 videos. You get 3 days for only $7, and then decide after that you want to stay with us. So we think that's pretty cool. So 3 days, $7, 100% access. Now, we're also going to give you, as part of that 3-day process, we're going to give you a recording of our recent VIP outsourcing webinar. I'll be honest with you, folks, we really don't think your job as an agent is to be making those videos. What if we could teach you how to have somebody else make the videos and do the cold calling for you for less than $300 a month? Now remember, Mike, just selling the co-op advertising on his videos is making $600 a month. That means your marketing becomes a profit center for you, folks, and you don't have to do any of the work. You have to show up at the listing presentations. Well, you watch our VIP outsourcing webinar, and we're going to teach you how to do that, and you're getting access to that for $7. Now, if you want to save some money on this, we're going to take and make you a deal. If you buy an annual license, you're going to get 2 months free. So you'll save $138. That's like paying $57.50 a month. And when you do an annual membership, we're going to give you a very cool bonus. We've got a video training course that it's not ours. We got it from another young lady who's an expert in YouTube. And it's over 65 videos on everything you need to know to become a master of YouTube. And we're going to give it to you free with an annual subscription. Now, do we really want you sitting there watching 65 videos? Not necessarily, but you've got access to it. And if you want to outsource it, there's all the training for the person already done for you. So I hope you think that, I hope you see the value of being able to implement video into your business. I know we went through this relatively quick, but the truth is you can watch this video again. And in order to subscribe, you go to your license, you go to hightechvideopro.com, click on pricing options, and choose the option that fits you best, either monthly. If you click on the monthly, you'll get the 3 days for $7, and the annual will be broken up into 2 payments. So all you simply do, folks, is go to hightechvideopro.com, choose which one you want, and you'll be in the door. So I hope you learned a lot. We also have on this page, if you have questions, feel free to send us those questions to you. We understand, we want to take and make sure we answer those for you. But we want you to understand how important it is to implement video into your business, how to get on the first page of Google. You're going to have to learn some stuff in there, folks, but we've got recordings inside the systems. We've got some checklists that you can use. We want to teach you how to do that. And it's not going to take you really very long to do it. But to create those videos, very, very simple. You don't have to be a high-tech person. Just follow the instructions. Heck, you can go and watch the video before you ever subscribe on High Tech Video Pro. Remember, just scroll down, take a tour, watch the 10-minute video, and it'll show you how easy it is to take and make a video. So we tried to make this as easy as we could in this video training to be able to see how to do that. All the scripts and everything that I covered are inside the system for you. There's a script in there for FSBO. The script is in there for the expireds. How you take and utilize the co-op marketing is all in there. Video templates are in there. So everything you need is inside the system, folks. It is the most powerful tool, in my opinion, in the real estate market today. And the number one reason for that is it only takes me a few minutes to be able to give people concrete proof of what I can do to market their home. And I can dominate the first page of Google, like our friends down in Southeast Florida. And imagine what your business would look like if you did that. Imagine what your business will look like if you'd invest a few hours a week on targeting those videos. We had an agent when we did this as a test who went out and listed 21 properties in 9 days doing exactly what we laid out here. So if you'll take an hour or two and learn how to use the software and then start to implement the 6 steps we gave you to start calling on FSBOs and expireds, there's absolutely no reason you cannot take a listing every single day of the week, folks. That's how powerful this is. And the reason we know that is because we have agents all over the world doing it. It works as well in Australia, New Zealand, as it does in the US, as it does in Canada. And so I hope you learned a bunch. I hope we opened your eyes to some different options. One of the things we wanted to do is show you that, you know what, making money in real estate just isn't that hard if you've got some unique tools that you can offer. And so if you've got some questions, feel free to submit them to us. In the meantime, just go to hightechvideopro.com. We hope you decide to join us. I hope you learned a bunch. I know we went fairly quick, but guess what, folks? You can even watch this over again. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. Have a great day, and I hope to see you as a High Tech Video Pro member real soon.